Avoidants do not respect people easily. Their default stance is to devalue those who care about them as a defense mechanism against vulnerability. But there are specific behaviors that bypass this defensive devaluation and trigger genuine respect, the kind that changes how they perceive you permanently. This respect is not about impressing them or performing strength. It is about demonstrating qualities they recognize as rare and valuable because they themselves struggle to embody them. When you do this specific thing, the avoidant cannot help but respect you, even if they never verbalize it, even if they still cannot show up the way you deserve. The respect exists independent of their ability to act on it, and that respect often haunts them long after you are gone. Subscribe to understand what actually earns avoidant respect and why it has nothing to do with chasing them and everything to do with respecting yourself. You maintained your standards without being cruel. The avoidant highly respects you because when they could not meet your needs, you did not lower your standards to accommodate their limitations. You did not compromise what you knew you deserved. You did not make excuses for their behavior or reframe emotional unavailability as mysterious depth. You simply stated what you needed, gave them space to decide whether they could provide it, and when they could not, you walked away without cruelty or resentment. This is extraordinarily difficult to do. Most people either tolerate mistreatment indefinitely or leave with bitterness and vindictiveness. But you did neither. You held your boundaries with calm certainty, acknowledging that their patterns were not about your worth, but about their capacity. The avoidant respects this because it demonstrates self-knowledge and emotional maturity they rarely encounter. You knew what you needed. You were not willing to negotiate on essentials, and you could let go of what was not serving you without needing to punish them for being unable to show up differently. This level of centered self-respect is powerful because it cannot be manipulated or guilt-tripped. You were not operating from insecurity that they could exploit. You were operating from clarity, and that clarity commanded respect. You did not try to fix or change them. The avoidant respects you because you saw their patterns clearly and did not make fixing them your mission. You understood their attachment style, recognized their limitations, and accepted that healing was their responsibility, not yours. You did not send them articles about avoidant attachment. You did not try to therapize them or diagnose them. You did not make their emotional unavailability a problem for you to solve. This restraint is rare and deeply respected because most people cannot resist the urge to fix or rescue. They see someone struggling and immediately try to help, which the avoidant experiences as intrusive and controlling. But you maintained appropriate boundaries between their work and yours. You supported them when they asked for support, but you did not take on their healing as your project. This communicated a profound truth. You saw them as a whole person, capable of their own growth, not as a broken thing that needed your intervention. The avoidant respects this because it honored their autonomy while simultaneously refusing to enable their dysfunction. You were neither their therapist nor their enabler. You were simply yourself, and you let them be themselves, consequences included. You walked away with dignity instead of destruction. Perhaps what earned the most respect is how you left. When the relationship could no longer continue, when their patterns made connection unsustainable, you did not try to destroy them on your way out. You did not air their flaws publicly, did not turn mutual friends against them, did not try to make them suffer for the pain they caused you. You simply left with your dignity intact, taking responsibility for your own healing without demanding they pay for their inability to meet you. This restraint is powerful because it would have been so easy to be cruel, so justified to seek revenge, so understandable to want them to hurt the way you hurt, but you chose differently. You chose to protect your own peace rather than destroy theirs. The avoidant respects this immensely because they know they did not handle things well, and they know that most people would have made them pay for it. Your grace in departure, your refusal to engage in scorched earth tactics, your commitment to taking the high road even when the low road was available, all of it demonstrated character that is genuinely rare. You proved that you could be hurt without becoming cruel, disappointed without becoming vindictive, let down without seeking retribution. Why this respect haunts them. The tragic element is that the avoidant's respect for you often comes with the recognition that they lost someone they should have fought to keep. They respect you precisely because you embodied qualities they could not access: self-respect, emotional maturity, the ability to walk away with grace. This respect does not translate into changed behavior or renewed pursuit. It simply exists as a permanent marker in their psyche of the person they were not capable of appreciating when it mattered. They carry respect for you into every future connection, measuring everyone against the standard you set, and finding everyone lacking, not because you were perfect, but because you respected yourself enough not to accept their dysfunction. And that self-respect earned theirs, even as it cost them your presence.